I'm Bond Girl Jessica.
And I'm Boss Babe Keela.
And I'm Girl Boss Lena.
And today is
Whine Down Wednesdays.
I'm doing too much at once. Let me put this down. Okay. And so
I'm over here trying to make sure I don't look naked.
She's trying to show you her mooties.
Okay. Not me, Jessica.
Keela too.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's see what we're talking about today.
Whine Down Wednesdays like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Never know.
This is gonna be an interesting question.
Oh Lord.
Okay. What celebrities would you want to play your parents in a biopic about your life?
Oh God.
So Uncle Phil.
Right out the gate, is your dad? Yep. Okay, let's start with dads first since you started there. So why would you pick Uncle Phil?
Because he was more serious and my dad's kind of more serious. But my mom could be Claire Huxtable.
Okay.
Kind of a little crazy, but
Okay. Yeah, what about your dad?
My dad is like Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, he be cussing too?
Oh my God.
Is that where you got it?
She's like, that's where I get it from.
His nickname was Holmesy. And so I was, because my maiden name is Holmes. So when I was in college, Homie the Clown was real big in Living Color. So, and I'm an artist. So I painted on the back of his jeans jacket, Holmesy don't play that.
That's hilarious. I love it.
So it would definitely be Samuel. Kind of funny, you know what I mean? Goofy and stuff, but definitely, yeah, little out there. My mom? Oh my God, I don't know. Okay, so my mom would be more the mom. I don't know what her name is. The character mom from the Goldbergs.
Okay. Yeah.
With the big blonde hair. Really like doty on the kids, lovey-dovey with the kids, really involved with the kids, even though my mom did work outside of the house. But just personality wise of being domesticated and liking to like cook and garden and do all that kind of stuff. My mom was really big into that, still is.
Mine would be a combination. Like, I'm trying to think. She was very Claire-ish, but she was kind of Jennifer Lewis at the same time.
Okay. All right. Well,
like, I love Jennifer Lewis. I love Miss Ruby. I love her.
I used to refer to my mom as a little black lady with dreads because, boy, you never. My friends know.
Right. She'd be a little firecracker.
Oh, a little. She was the fire. She was the whole package.
See, my mom's real passive. My mom's real passive. She's not like real aggressive or,
My mom was from the hood. She didn't play.
She was from the hood.
She was. But, she things in her life, kind of tamped her down a smidge.
Right.
But for the most part, my mother was my mother. And she could be Claire Huxtable, where she would be very sophisticated and, I love, she'll go to the theater and do this and do that. And then she could be Jennifer Lewis. What?
Yeah, no. My mom is baking the casserole and the cakes and the cookies and stuff. And
she did that too.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, she did that too. But she was, I think there would be several people who play my mom.
And a little sassy side to her. Maybe now in her older age, she's a little more outspoken, and she might tell you to fuck yourself. But when she was younger, not so much.
I
But
think with
that's just
age,
age.
the filter removes itself.
Just kinda
You don't care. The filter goes. They call it dementia. I call it they just don't care.
you get to the age where you don't
I
have to
don't know.
care. What about
The
you,
way
Jess?
you are describing your mom, Lena, the way you're describing your mom, Lena, almost makes me feel like she's like a Tina Marie type. I don't know. Like she's kind of, you know what I mean?
And she's Portuguese too, so it's funny that you say that because Tina Marie is a
Oh,
little Portuguese lady, and so is my mom.
oh, well, there you go. I didn't realize she was Portuguese. I learned something new today.
My mom
Mm,
was 5'3". I think she was like the tallest girl.
Oh, my
oh,
mommy.
wow.
Yeah, I'm 5'1 3/4", so I don't have much there
My
either.
mommy was 5'3" too. She was
Oh,
5'3". Yeah.
Yeah, I think my mom's 5'3".
so what about who's gonna play your parents, Jeff?
Yeah, Jess. Run and tell us that.
So, so automatically, my dad was James Evans. That's just his personality. He was just James Evans. He was.
You
What's his
the man
name?
with the drink?
I can't remember his name now. What's his name? Whatever. Whoever, on Good Times. He was that kind of dad. Like he could be a combination between Good Times and Everybody Hates Chris. Julius.
Oh God, not Terry Crews. That cost $2.13 worth
I
of
Because he
love
air.
wouldn't be a cheapskate on us like that, but he would kind of think like
Where'd
in
Lena go?
his own
She
way.
just
Like he would say that
disappeared.
to himself. Yeah, where did she go?
You then made Lena
She
disappear.
left
Look what
us.
you did.
Did I offend you?
She got kicked out.
It was the Tina Marie reference. That's probably what it was.
What
No, I had all kinds of iced coffee on my mouse, and I was trying to wipe it off from spitting it
And then
out
you
from
put
James
yourself on
Evans, and
the
I bumped
podcast.
myself out the pain.
No
But
more
yeah,
iced coffee for you.
no,
And
no,
it says
no.
Cafe Bustelo, so I'm like, oh yeah. I'm
That
wired early now.
explains so much. She's on fire.
It's right.
Oh my gosh.
See, over the hedge, Hammy, when you give him caffeine. Did anybody ever watch Over the Hedge?
A
Yeah,
long
that
time
was a cute
ago, they're
movie.
trying to get to the
Hammy
house.
was my thing. Yes, Hammy. He was the squirrel. And when you gave him caffeine, it was like everything or else around him moved in slow motion because that's how fast he was.
That's how I feel like this. Woo, this is
He was like, oh yeah, this is great. And everybody was just like,
like
he
he
was
was tripping.
he was zipping through there. That's Lena. Lena's
So we've got James Evans or Terry Crews on Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, well, personality wise,
Right.
I don't know who my dad looks like because I look like my dad. I don't know nobody in Hollywood who look like me. But
No,
anyway,
I mean, Samuel doesn't look like my dad, but the
it's
person,
the
you know what I mean? Like the
personality.
personality with the
yeah,
pot.
that's true. That's true. But yeah, personality wise, I think they definitely fit. Or I just saw Clifton Powell not too long ago. He would be good for my dad.
Who?
Pinky off of Friday. He would be great for my dad. He could play that role. He really would. Not as Pinky. He's not gonna have a Jerry curl and stuff. Not like that. Him in his natural state. No. Though my dad did have a Jerry curl, so I was told at one point. But anyway, my mom
Your dad had a Jerry. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. When I
My
was
dad
little, I
had
had a Jerry
curls
curl.
at one point.
or the whatever years, yeah, back in the day.
My dad did not have a Jerry curl. I think I would pay good money to see that because if he did, he would never live it. Can you imagine Uncle Phil with a Jerry curl?
That would look a hot mess.
Mm.
He would never live
And
it.
shaggy looking. Drip, drip.
He did have, he at one point told me he had a roller set
Oh,
and he had
roller set.
Was your
back in
dad
the
like a
70s.
or something?
And then no, back in the 70s. That was popular for guys back then in the 70s. They had their roller set and the pork chop sideburns.
With the chops.
Although when he was
Definitely.
younger, my husband says my dad looked like Terrence Howard, a young Terrence Howard when he was younger.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And what about your mommy, Jess?
Don't
You
go
could
spit
be
your
my
drink,
mom.
Lena. You don't make me spit mine.
You could be my mom. I feel like the person who could like capture her essence really well, I think. They look nothing alike, but I think she would do a good job as like Octavia Spencer.
Oh God,
Because my
Mom.
mom can be, like she's calm, but like she'll cut you down if she got to, kind of thing.
Touch it to the quick.
Yeah,
That's
and like
everybody.
she's the type
I feel.
she'll be so nice about it. Like she done told you off and you ain't even know. Like you think she complimenting you. Like that's just the type
Oh,
of person
that
she is.
backhand, that backhanded compliment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's her. So
That's
yeah, I
that
can see
nice
those.
talking about that nicety.
I can see that because I feel like Jessica's kind of like that. Like you won't even see it coming. You just be like, wait a minute. Wait,
She just insult me.
clown me?
I'm not sure. No, I think she
She was so
did, but
nice about it. She's just like with a
so
smile.
calm about it. Like I'm not sure. She just
Yeah. Like what just
told me to go
happened?
myself.
Let me go get
Yeah,
myself together.
I do that a lot. I'm not even gonna lie.
Uh-huh. I know. I could tell. That's why she over there laughing. I see you. And me, I'm just a loudmouth. I have to consciously not say what I'm thinking because it ain't gonna come out nice.
It depends on what it is. I have to kind of like think about how I'm gonna
Say it.
present it.
Exactly. Because it's not the first thing isn't for me to be nice. It's not for me to be nice about it. It's for me to let you know exactly what I feel.
Right, but as you've gotten older though, do you feel like you're dealing more and more with idiots these days?
Absolutely. That's without hesitation.
My whole life.
Bye, Jessica. She goes, you hear her
It's
talking
like
about
my whole little 20-something life.
her whole life she's been dealing with idiots.
I mean, yeah, that's my struggle.
But I do feel that way only because I feel like a lot of people don't like to use their thinking capabilities.
No, they don't. They want you to think for them.
They do want you to think for them, and they're always saying something is too hard, and you're just looking at them like, just do this. And it's like, oh, I don't want to do all that.
Too much work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I feel like they've
You're
gotten lazier,
lazy.
maybe. And it could be because, people from our generation, we had to do a lot of things manually.
Yes.
Like we got used to that. And this is definitely the convenience era.
Oh my God.
And, here's the thing. Some people who were, before our generation, they probably feel the same way about us because, we're the microwave generation. So where they were making things from scratch and everything like that, we're like, oh, just pop it in the microwave.
Microwave, right?
Yep, nuke it. So they might be like, you guys are lazy. So I think it just might be a generational type of thing.
That's true. That's true. But not wanting to think for themselves is definitely.
Oh, no, they want everything. They want you to give them the answer to everything.
Constantly.
Yes. And you're just like, really? Is it that hard? You can't.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just think of, some of the things, as I was growing up that my parents now would be like, you doing what?
Mm-hmm.
Or you don't want to do what? Like, I don't know. Kids these days are just real soft. They're different. You know what I mean? They're not made sturdily.
But here's the Because I thought about this. Is it because, and I'll say we just for the conversation, is it because we as parents have treated them differently than the way our parents have treated us? Because
Definitely.
we may have grown up with parents who were stricter, and then we said to ourselves, I'm not going to treat my
Gonna
kids
be like that.
and we don't. We coddle them, we do these things for them, and then they wind up being little pansies, little complaining.
Little softy
And then
soft.
we're like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like that? And then we might have to take a step back and look at ourselves and say, what did I do to contribute
We created
to this?
that mess.
Yes,
Right.
that allowed this, because my mama say, that little girl's training you, Miss Shay. And I'm like, training me, but I love her. She's so cute. You gonna have your hands.
Got you wrapped. Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna have your hands full. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Right.
And I'm like, whatever. And now I'm like, oh God, now I see what she was talking about, because she was like, I told you. You know, I could just see it.
Right. Because I didn't want to get on, my kids as much, or you know what I mean, like go pick the switch and do all that kind of
we didn't want
stuff,
to do all that kind of stuff.
that back in the day. But yeah, definitely little softies this time. We way off topic, but definitely little softies.
I know, but that's okay, because I feel like it's totally, is relevant.
All parents stuff. Even though Jessie she has parents, but she's not a parent. But you know what we're talking about, Jess. Yeah. You close enough. Yeah. You close enough to the age that you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm close enough to my niece and nephew to know too, because they like my kids, and I get sick of them too.
You see it. You can see it and pinpoint it, so that way you can peep the game. So then when it's time with your kids, you know what I mean? You already know what they're pulling.
I definitely think that there's things that we've learned as parents that our parents could have done better. I don't necessarily think that a child needs to get beat every, for
30 seconds.
Stuff. Well, I believe in, you can talk to your child, you can reason with them. I do believe in explaining things to them and not just saying like, oh, I do this just because I said so. Because that didn't really help me.
I hated
it. It didn't really help me, because I'm like, well, why are you having me do it? So now I need you to understand exactly. Now, have we created a terror with that? Probably.
Because now they feel like they can explain their way out of
everything, a paper bag,
whatever. And I'm like, you could talk all of that, but I don't agree. And no, you're still getting punished.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want. You can explain it to you. I understand, but you're still getting punished.
You're like, no, I understand perfectly well what just happened, but you're still in trouble. Absolutely. Like that. Yes,
especially
I'm glad you were able
with Samuel as your daddy.
I'm glad you were able to articulate why your behind is mine.
Because Holmesy don't play that. All right, y'all. I think that concludes our chitty chat for tonight. What the hell is killing?